Batman 108. This is our pick of the week.
That's the guy's pick of the week.
Can you tell? Can you tell this is my pick of the week?
Yep, it is our pick of the week.
Oh boy.
Tynion is a rising star, and we're late to the party. We didn't know, and we're sorry, but we're here now.
Man, these covers are just so nice.
Yeah, and
I know
you. It's okay. I like that one. That's my favorite. I have that one. Cover B is fire.
That's it though. 36 covers for this one. That three is
enough. There's a lot of people like this book. There's a little bit of some complaints for this book because it's mainly deposition. It's all talking. But I mean, yeah, you read comics, you read them. And Jaden says definitely picking this up. Good. You should.
Definitely should, yeah.
Yeah, this book is awesome. So we get an introduction to Miracle Molly. We find out that the new character in the previous issue. You know what? We're not going to give it away.
What?
Well, in the previous issue, we got a new character that looked a lot like Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah, let's not give that part away.
No, let's not give that part away. But basically, Molly, what we find out in this book is, at the beginning of the book, we get reminded Scarecrow still has Batman in a gimp suit, putting fear serum in him. Right? We're always going to, that's how Tynion's like, remember, Batman has been captured. But then we cut to the present, and the present is, we don't know who the bad guy is in this book. Is it the city of Gotham? Is it Miracle Molly? Is it the Unsanity Society? Is it the Joker?
It's not the Joker, but
It's
all
not
the
the
rest
Joker.
of them, yes.
Is yes. So everybody's the bad guy. So really, it's like pick your poison. Who do you want to go after first? And so that's the dilemma of Batman right now. We've got basically the introduction of the first unit, the first person of the Magistrate, the first Peacekeeper, who you find out was the guy that was in the Infinite Frontier story that survived the Arkham Asylum destruction by the Joker. He ends up losing like a leg and an arm in that. And so what we find out is he takes a deal with the Magistrate guy and is like, turn me into a cyborg. Let's do it. So he's going to be the new Peacemaker.
That reveal was really cool when I can't remember Simon Saint, that's his name, the guy that's gonna form the Magistrate. His assistant or whatever is pushing. What is that guy's name?
I don't remember.
He's pushing him in his wheelchair, and he's like, "Yeah, like, what are you talking about, crazy?" And the guy's like, "Oh, show him." So he takes off his shirt, and he's got a whole bionic arm down to the wrist, and then the wrist looks like a normal hand. So he's just wearing a long sleeve shirt. You can't tell. And literally, the look on his face is like, "Oh shit, yeah, I want
one of those."
And he's like, "Oh, I don't have that kind of money." And he's like, "You don't need no money. Consider it a gift." And literally, the guy's like, "Yep, fuck yeah, yep, I'm gonna do it." He says, "We're gonna call you Peacekeeper number 1."
And Saint's like, it's gonna be extremely painful. He's like, "Don't go fuck. I want robot
Yeah.
RP."
He literally just doesn't hesitate.
Yeah. And so then after that, we jump into the Miracle Molly stuff, and we get an introduction to this character, and she is not a Harley Quinn. She is not a punchline.
No.
She is Miracle Molly, and she's scary. And the reason why I say that,
Okay.
it's not because she's actually scary, but she has weight. I would say she's on par with Batman, psychologically, intellectually. And she's actually I think she's a step quicker than Batman.
Well, yeah. So we get a pretty, this part of the book is exposition heavy, but in the best way possible. Basically, we get a quick breakdown of Molly's origin and the origin, or sort of, the origin and beginnings of the Unsanity, and that it's basically, every time something new comes along, the first people that suggested maybe the Earth is round instead of flat were called insane, until society realized that they weren't, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when someone suggested that maybe the Earth revolves around the sun instead of the sun around the Earth, those people were called insane. And so we're going to identify, we're the new people, and our ideas are so radical that you're going to call us insane, but we're not. Mm-hmm. And so our twist on that is that we're the unsanity, which is a bad name because it's just hard to say that. But the principle makes sense. And what I really like is when I first heard about unsanity, in the other couple issues before this, I was like, yeah, but like I was like, oh, well, sure, like that kind of makes sense. You had the main guy talking on the TV and like what they were kind of about, and it's like, yeah, but like that's just a step for fascism. Like it's that's just a step for like one guy to control everything. And then Molly really breaks down like why it works for her, and she's doing it in their setting. Like she's at one point someone brings her some enhancement that she's working on for this little girl, and it's like, yeah, I can work on that for you. And she's of course like a tech genius, and so she's literally like working on this tech and talking to him, and it's like we are for people. It is very much like a social, economic, political stance that Tynion is making. So I could see how some people are turned off by this book, because some people might say, oh, well, Tynion's just making a political statement. And I really don't think he is. I think what he's doing is creating a antagonist person, Miracle Molly, and situation, the Unsanity, which makes you really just sit there and go, is this the bad guy? Like you were saying. Yeah. Because when Joker shows up, you don't say, well, who's the bad guy this issue? I genuinely think from here on, for at least a while, when Miracle Molly shows up, you're not just going to go, okay, now I see who the bad guy is this issue. Because, like, at this point, I don't see Miracle Molly as a bad guy at all. And she's not supposed to be. Like, it's, obviously the ideals of Batman and our main character are different than this collective, but man, I don't know. It's just the way that this is set about. It's so much more intriguing when you have a clash between Batman and these real human people in situations that it's not just black and white. It's not an evil man murdering Gothamites. Mm-mm. That can be cool sometimes too, but like at the end of the day, like Joker shows up, okay, we know he's gonna fucking poison everyone and kill them all, and everyone's gonna be like, ha ha, and like that's what's gonna happen. And right. Like with this Unsanity, it's not just Miracle Molly. Like with the whole Unsanity people showing up, we really don't know what's gonna happen. We really don't know, like, are they going to be doing things that are unethical, or are they going to be doing things that are just pushing the norm? Because I really think it's going to be cool when we see Batman in a situation where the city is wanting him to stop something that maybe isn't necessarily wrong. It's just that they don't like it. Right. The mayor calling him up and saying, hey, this Unsanity, their collective is getting too big and we want them to move. And he's like, well, what crime are they committing? And they're like, oh, they're
in the way.
They're loitering, you know? And it's like, Batman's really going to have to, I think, make some hard decisions here in the future.
Yep. No, I agree with you. I think this was I ended up reading this book, and at the end of it I was like, fuck, like this is so good. And Robbie kind of hit the nail on the head too on his review. Jimenez, bro.
Oh.
Your fucking artwork is so good, dude. I'm reading is it Their Dark Designs or
yeah.
I'm reading that right now, and like I just got to the introduction of Punchline. Mm-hmm. The next issue is Jimenez, and I was like, oh yeah, like not that the other one was bad, but then and so like I started flipping through and be like, so which issues did he did? And it kind of jumps all over the place. It's like they were trying to figure out who they wanted to be the Batman artist, and knowing that, I'm kind of time traveling in that sense that he ends up becoming the artist. Mm-hmm. dude, his artwork just, if you're worried about the deposition in this book, the artwork carries it just as well. You know, if it really hinders you, the artwork will help you. But the writing in it is just so fantastic. And then you have Jimenez's artwork on top of that. This thing was just a grand slam. It was so fucking good. And then I really enjoyed the Ghostmaker story in the back. I know some people aren't hot on it. Some people absolutely hate it. I think it's great. I want a Ghostmaker book. Like I want one right now. Gimme. But Tynion is just firing on all cylinders right now in this issue, and it upsets me because I'm not a Batman fan, and I'm becoming a Batman fan because of Tynion. Yeah, go pick this up. Like,
yeah, I also want to say too that we focus a ton on the Miracle Molly stuff here, but the Peacemaker side story as well is really intriguing. It's I really like that they're using this guy that was from Infinite Frontier, and he was just like, man, that's an interesting character, and like I like that they're holding on to him and that they're doing something with him, and that we're still we've got a lot of pieces that are moving in this book. It's not just before this book, honestly, I thought the Unsanity. Whatever. Yeah. I thought they were like kind of the back burner thing that wasn't going to do much, and that it was really this Peacekeeper thing that we needed to worry about. And while he is the main antagonist in the next issue, I really think ultimately when this entire run is said and done, it's going to be the Unsanity that's going to be the focal point of what's going on here.
For sure. So that is Batman 108, and I want to do it again because I like pushing this button. This is our...
That's the gas. Pick of the week.
Awesome.